and welcome to my video today. I recently had a request to flip through my one little word album for 2025. This is the first year that I've done something totally and completely different. Typically, I just do my one little word project in a 6x8 album, like a pocketed album. I have videos on my channel here flipping through those. I've been doing one little word since 2016, so I think a full 10 years will be this year. I am doing it again, and I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. This year I did it in a scrappy spiral notebook. This is from Hepa over at My Little Journal. This, if you just type in her name, she has a website that's just her name, and then on YouTube she is My Little Journal. And I got one of the scrappy spiral notebooks, and I got this striped one, and then I cut out these circles that say different things like show up, note to self, one little word, progress, not perfection. That was a piece of acetate that I had that I trimmed out those circles, and then I put them on the front. And then it says 2025, and then I put a clear sticker on the bottom that says the next chapter, and then I used a little heart sticker. One Little Word is a project that Ali Edwards does every year. You pick one word and then you do a documenting project with that word and all year long. I do not follow Ali Edwards' current workshops. I always just pick one of my past ones. Like this year, I'm going back and doing the 2016 workshop. Last year, I just sort of winged it and I did prompts from whatever workshop I wanted to. Like I would just go each month, check out all of my past workshops for the month of like February, and then decide what I was going to do. That made it a little bit more stressful, honestly. It's just better to stick to one workshop. So the paper that I used, I always start off by picking paper. Once I know my word, which I usually know it by October, then I will start keeping my eye out for paper that I feel like coordinates with that word. Now, there's no other way that I can describe that other than it's just how I feel. Like there's no solid, I pick florals for this, or pastels for this or that. I just, once I know my word, then I am, usually something will catch my eye. I'm sorry about my camera shaking. It'll stop in 1 second. This paper came from Joann's before they went out of business. It was a pack of paper that, it was like a really large pack, like 180 pages, but the paper was really thin. So it is much more like computer paper, like printer paper, where it's really thin, which I thought would be fine. Since I was doing it in a scrappy spiral notebook, it wouldn't bulk the notebook up as much, and that was really helpful. Now I've cut out a good portion of what was left of the scrappy spiral notebook, and I'm doing a similar project this year. So there's no extra pages in the back. And then I didn't really care about what I used that would, like I used wood veneers in here because I knew it was just for, I'm basically doing maybe one layout a month. And so I knew I wasn't trying to use all the pages just in the scrappy spiral notebook. Hopefully that makes sense. My word for last year was breathe. Was one of my favorite words I have ever had. I really loved it. In fact, I almost carried it over for this year, but I didn't. So on the front here, I just did this. I had this, everything I already had that I used in here. So for several years, I would get all of the, I would get the main kit, I would get the mini kits for one little word. So because of that, I built up a really nice supply of one little word items, and for the last couple years I haven't really purchased anything. I've just used what I had. This was a like fabric piece that I put on there, and then it opens up and it says January. My intent was to do this each month. I ended up changing that, and I ended up stamping the month each month.
but this was my intention in the beginning. So this was that same paper pack, and so you'll see that I'll just rotate between like the red and black designs, and then this design that has this mint color in it. I made these cards for the beginning. January is always the month where you figure out what your word is, you define your word, you do a reason why, you pick out some quotes, you define the word. So this is all pretty simple each January. You're just filling this stuff out, and I just kept it really simple and did it this way. I did these cute little photos in like a Polaroid like method, and then used some word phrase stickers, and then like I said, I printed all this out and made those myself. And then in January I just did this small layout. I had again some cards that already had breathe on them, so that was really nice. And then I stamped this up here and did some journaling, and that was January. In February I sort of did my own thought about how I was going to document for my word. I printed out this really large sticker, and it has an anchor with these florals. Now the sticker went on there crooked, which made me annoyed with this layout. I liked the idea of it. I don't like that the sticker came out crooked. So then I stamped breathe here with some alpha stamps, and then right underneath I stamped February, and then I had this stamp that had these like word bubbles, and so I stamped those all over, and then I stamped a couple like word phrases like looking for the good, yes and amen. These were from I think an Illustrated Faith stamp set, count and all joy. And then you see I just filled in these little like bubbles, and then this was a sticker sheet that came in the January stories by the month, and these little stars I just sprinkled all over, and then I had a photo of myself. In March it's usually the prompt that you pick something to follow. Now, I don't know what I was following. I did pretty good because I did the hearts on the days that I did it. I never wrote what it was, and I can't remember now. And this is a perfect example of how I just don't get caught up in it being perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. I never wrote down what it was I was following for the month, so I just don't know. Like, that's how it is. But it was real simple. So the idea is in the month of March, you pick one thing to do, and the idea is not that you're perfect and you do it every month, but it's more of a like you're tracking it. So in the past, I've done walking every day, not having soda all month, like things like that are you can easily track. And then you usually typically write down what it is that you're doing, and then a little explanation of how it went. And there's been years where I've not done any, where there's been like 0 things that I picked something and then didn't do it at all that month. It's just part of the process, and it's not meant to be perfect. I stamped April here, and then this I punched out with a circle punch, and then this was in a magazine. It says, "Just breathe, God's got this." And I had a member in my community. I was struggling. Let's see. I was trying to see if I can remember. I've had a few struggles the last year, particularly with my health, not sleeping, and one of my members in my community had put a message either on YouTube or in our Facebook group, and she was like, "Just remember to breathe." And then I opened up this magazine and I saw this. I snapped a picture and I said, I think it was Linda, might have been Linda, who was like, "Just remember to breathe." And I just thought it was so perfect. She had reminded me, and then I saw this, so I ripped it out and I put it here. And then this must still be for April, which is the month of my birthday. And so I did I am, and then I did some journaling, and then I made this card. I'm almost positive I made this card, and then I made this card with my favorite quote of all time. It is from Gia Carnegie. I do not know that. I think I probably butchered that last name. She was a model in the 70s. She died of not great things. You can look her up. Angelina Jolie played her in a movie, but this quote is something that she said, and it has been my favorite quote since I was a teenager. And it says, "Life and death, energy and peace. If I stopped today, it was still worth it. Even the terrible mistakes that I've made and would have unmade if I could. The pains that have burned me and scarred my soul, it was worth it for having been allowed to walk where I've walked, which was to hell on earth, heaven on earth, back again, under, far, in between, through it, in it, and above." And I've loved that. So I put that here and then paired it with a photo of myself. In May, I did more of and less of. Like, what do I want more of? What do I want less of? I just did a piece of pattern paper here, and then I did, these are like patches. Next, I did June. So I did this currently wood chip piece, and then in June is about the month that I was ready to just tear all of this out and do it over, and I wasn't loving it. So in June I did go back and like I started using, first of all, I started using the stamp to stamp the months, and I started adding those in different places. And then that really helped with, like, in February, adding February here. And then this was the page I was really struggling with. And I just went back and I did a few things. And then I also added using this core kit, and the colors worked perfect for it. And I was feeling like I needed some other elements to kind of ground my project, and this ended up being the perfect solution. And so I was really glad I didn't take it and rip it apart and redo it. So in June, I believe is so June was just one page. So this was June, and I think June was the recap page. June, I think, is the recap month where you look back at how you're doing and you kind of figure out kind of where you're at and what, you know, how you're feeling about it. And I did that here. And then July starts here. So I just did some recap of how I was feeling. And, yeah, I talked about wanting to just take this apart. And I did this with my membership and like talked through it, and they gave some ideas. And then in July I added this product. So here's my like July opening page, and then it was like you just took photos and did journaling of different things. And so I just picked some photos of current things that were going on, and I did a little bit of journaling. I used that core kit with the cards, and I cut some of those up, and then that was on one of the cards. I used some washi tape, some word phrase stickers, and then the little heart stickers. And then I stamped this, used a butterfly, and then I did a bunch of journaling. In August, I did a title page, and then I did quotes and photos is what I did for August. So I did these quote cards, and then I did a few photos, which ends up sort of looking like, you know, these, which is okay. Like, I don't care about that. I don't care if it looks like I've repeated something. For me, it's just the documenting. I did hand journaling in this one. The kids were starting school. Kayla, this is from Senior Sunrise. So it was the start of Kayla's senior year. And then for September, I did these little boxes, and I did, I don't really know which prompt I necessarily followed, but I did these cards and these word phrases. And then I did some hand journaling. October, I did this layout here. So this is October, a couple quote cards, a photo of myself. This one was really fun to do. In November, I had intended to go back and write some hand journaling, which I think would actually look really nice in this spot. I did these two screenshots that I had seen, and then just added some a card and some paper, and then my intent was to go back and journal. I did not do that quite yet. And then in December, I did this Dear Breathe, like a letter to my word. I've never done that before, just with some journaling that I formatted in that way. I know that like writing letters to yourself or writing letters to your word, that feels really like kind of crazy, like a little woo-woo. Like I don't really understand that. So this wasn't necessarily, I didn't sit down to write a letter to my word. I mean, that's something you can do if it resonates with you. I think it's cool when people do that. But for me, it just feels really weird. And there's a very fine line in this project of like feeling weird about like what you're doing and it feeling a little bit like, I don't know, just like kind of out there or a little bit crazy or just like where it's not resonating with you. And then like that line where it does. And so I formatted my journaling in this space, but I didn't necessarily sit down to write a letter to my word or myself. And then I had meant for this to fit in here, but it didn't. And so what I thought I would do is do a photo of myself right here, like maybe a just full 4x6 photo, not a smaller one. And then that is what would end it. So I'm going to leave this on my desk for the next week and see if I will go back and add some handwriting journaling here about these two things and then get a photo of myself and get it here. And then that I feel like would wrap up my album for the year really well. I did this on the very back page. I had this card already, which matched this pretty well. And it says, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. And I thought that was a great way to end off this album. And like I said, this is the first time that I've done it in a scrappy spiral notebook. I really loved the process. And so this year, I am doing it in a similar way. And like I said, I just took out the extra pages from that album. And then I had a wire ring like on hand. So it's not the best because I don't have a cinch machine or anything. And so I just kind of uncoiled it, added the pages in here, and then I'm just going with it. And so I used this paper that I used in December to cover all my other things. You saw this paper a ton. I used that. And then I just did this with my members on Wednesday. I started my album. I added this in here to the cover here that says walking with my word, one foot in front of the other. My word for this year is balance. And this is going to go here, and January is going to be stamped in the box right here. And then this is how it starts out, my word, and then a quote card, a photo, and then the same concept, defining it, just this, let go, quote, reason why, a couple quote cards. And then I have this that's going to go on this side probably like this. And then February will probably start here. So this is a project that I exclusively do with my members just because it's a more personal project and I'm talking about more personal things. I love the way that this came out this year, and I am excited to do the project again in the Scrappy Spiral Notebook. While I made the cover and everything, the insert pages are just what was left from here. So that's what I'll use, and it should be a perfect size, and I'll share the way this comes together at the beginning of 2027, I guess, which is crazy to say. And then if you're interested in hanging out with us and following along, you can join my membership. And then if you're doing one little word and you're just, you're doing it or you're taking the word workshop, leave me a comment and let me know what your word is. Mine is balance for the year. And I'm excited that I've kicked this project off. So thank you so much for watching this video and being interested in my one little word project. I loved sharing it with you, and I will catch you in my very next video.
Thank you so much for joining me and taking a look at my One Little Word album from last year and the start of this year. There are 2 other videos here on the screen that you can check out if you would like. Please give this video a like and hype it if you like this content, and I'll catch you in my very next video.